We are the GraceNotesStitchers. I'm Corinne.
And I'm Colleen.
And welcome to our channel. So we are a Flosstube or YouTube channel about cross stitch. It's a craft we both enjoy. I've been stitching since I was a little girl. Colleen's been stitching for
2 years?
About 2 years. Her first project was a pretty big one. So if you want to see it, you can watch some previous videos that we've put out. If you don't enjoy cross stitch, you probably don't want to watch her video. Don't know how it came up on your feed, but it happens. So welcome back to those who have watched us before. Thank you for spending a few minutes with us. We're going to talk a little bit about life, a lot about cross stitch, and maybe a little bit about a few purchases that we've made. But I do a lot of the talking, so today I'm going to have Colleen start our talking, and then I'll share some stuff before I start to show you our whips.
Okay. Yesterday, I decided to try my hand in designing patterns, so I did my first one. You doing that? So those just look like bees. If you are a musical person, you will know that that is a double flat. So I completely designed that myself. And
Please don't steal the pattern.
My mom thinks I should make it a little bigger.
Either a little bigger or as a stitch along.
A stitch along. Well, I like the idea of stitch along.
She is planning on doing lots of musical symbols. And yeah, if we put it all together, maybe somebody here on our Flosstube channel would want to stitch along with her. Well, she will have them all done, but she's hoping to release it in January.
Yeah, that's what she said. But anyway, the back stitching and right here, behind that, like what the diamonds look, that's at least 5 colors, and I matched them. Like these were, I didn't just go and look at my stash. Like I just had these in what I call my hub of the my floss, because it's underneath like a magnetic case that is velcroed to the top of one of my cases for my floss. So yeah, 5 colors, and they look pretty good together, like a ombre.
So just a little bit of background. You guys have probably been watching us, if you're faithful. How many videos? 13? 14? I've done a few how-to videos. I don't count those in my Flosstube number list because I get a lot of views on my how-to-do stuff. So I try to do that as often as I can. Or when I think of something, or if people ask me questions, is usually when I do it. I'll be on my Facebook groups and people are like, I don't know how to do this. I'm like, well, I do. So I'll put a how-to and then I link it to their question, which is probably why I get so many views on those things, because they're in like Cross Stitch Unlimited and stuff like that, where there's like thousands of members. So people scroll by and they see it. Maybe I get 1 or 2 new member viewers. I don't know. But anyway, so just a little bit about some personal things that you probably don't know, but things that you've noticed. I do wear lipstick all the time. I've always loved lipstick. I always wear lots of jewelry. My rings are Pandora. Don't wear them so much since my husband got me
and
my
the rose gold. She's obsessed with the rose gold.
My lips are rose gold today. My earrings are rose gold. This is fake, by the way. That's a clip. But yeah, rose gold. My husband loves it too, so he buys it for me. Oh yes, even down to my Apple Watch with the band. Rose gold is my thing. So, and for Christmas, he's getting me rose gold
because hers is too filled, that she needs bigger rings. And
the front of my thing is rose gold. I have to say goodbye to my old planner because, you know, it's almost the new year and I'm planning my projects for the new year. So I did take August. I guess I started this in August. So I took my August to December out of my old one, which is why these books are so awesome, because you can just pull your pages out. And I think I'm getting the hole punch for Christmas. Then I can make some of my own pages. But anyway.
So it's like a hole punch. Like I have a planner and like it's like a binder. It just opens the rings up. The pages, they're not perforated, but it's almost like you could just rip them out. Not rip, but gently, and it's still able to be on the rings.
So I said I like lipstick. I like jewelry. I have tons of bracelets, but I don't wear them often. But I'm also obsessed with shoes. I had to bring down my shoes I wore to church today. So these are Ted Baker, which I didn't buy them because they're Ted Baker. I bought them because they have rose gold. And I needed them. Yeah, I needed them. I really did. They were from my recital many, many years ago. And they matched my dress perfectly. I was looking for the perfect shoe for my dress, and I was looking online and I found these and had one pair in King of Prussia, which is like an hour from me. I called them, they held them for me, and my daughter and I went down. Was it the day before my recital?
It was the week of.
Yeah, I think it was the day before. So we were really hoping they had them, or else I'd have been in big trouble. So anyway, anytime I have some really fantastic shoes, I'll show you.
And a lady at church, she was an older lady, she says, like, I don't just, how do people walk in those?
Because I don't mean to offend you. I'm like, it's not offending. People ask me all the time. I don't walk on steps. I didn't tell her that. I do not walk on steps with them usually, unless I'm holding onto a handrail.
Or your husband's arm.
Or my husband's arm. Like at church, when we used to be on worship team, I would hold onto his arm to go up and down the stage. But I use the ramp. Like they have a handicap ramp at church. It's just like a little up on. It's an old school, so it's just a little tiny ramp. It's not like, oh, you have to go out of the way. And I just walk up that instead of even lifting my knee off the curb. So anyway, I cheat, but that's just some things that I like that's outside of our hobby. My hair is not something that I like. My hair's a mess, and you can see it right now.
I started my hair.
Yeah. My roots are starting to show, and I pull my hair back like this, so you guys can't see the big, like, inch gap of, we'll call it silver hair.
It is silver, because I see white, and it's not hers.
Yeah.
It's just silver hair.
Yeah, my hair is definitely not going to be naturally colored anymore. This is all fake, I guess. It's all dyed. But I'll tell you a little bit more later. But this week is my middle daughter's 16th birthday. So we are going to the hair salon, the two of us. So next time you see me, hopefully I look really different.
What are you doing?
I'm getting what's called a Brazilian blowout. And it's supposed to relax my hair and make it not frizzy.
Okay.
So there's a few who wonder. I don't know if anybody here wonders. Sometimes you see me with straight hair. That's because my middle daughter takes the time to straighten it. For her 16th birthday, I treated her to a spa day. I woke her up super early. We went and got massages, and that was my first time. Well, we ate breakfast.
That was my first time too.
Yeah.
Had breakfast, which I think was a Chick-fil-A.
I don't know.
Maybe.
But we did massages. Then we did manicures.
We went down to have lunch at the same place, but then both of us, when she was paying, her wallet did something to her nails, so we both had nails that had to be fixed. So we went back up after lunch, and then while we were all doing this, at some point we picked up my sisters, my dad, and I think Alan. They were just out. They were doing errands, like getting balloons, delivering something at a certain place, like back to where we were. But I got a pedicure, while my sisters got manicures at a different place.
Yeah, they didn't have spot. Her birthday is 4 days before Christmas, so they didn't have openings for anything else. We couldn't even do pedicures there. So we did the manicures. We were at a spa up at Bear Creek, which is a resort. And so we had our lunch there. That's why they were, but that's where we had our dinner. Really fancy. I wore this dress, I believe.
Yeah, it was in the picture.
Yeah.
And she has the straightened hair.
But we...
insert the picture.
We insert the family picture from her 16th birthday almost 2 years ago. But it was a really neat place. So anyway, we ate lunch there, we got our nails done, and then, or fixed, and then, yeah, my husband delivered the cake and balloons and bouquet of flowers that we had for back up there at Bear Creek for the fancy dinner we planned.
I think we kept the vase, but you got me roses.
Yeah.
And there's a blue ribbon. But the family photo is hilarious because, like I don't mind Christmas stuff because, like, that's when I have to be with decorations. Like, Leanne has to do with Halloween stuff. That's just out. Like, we don't have it. But there's a giant Christmas tree behind us.
Yes, our family picture. But it's a beautiful picture. So then after we had their nails done and our toes, we went to Starbucks. And then we went to get our hair done. I don't usually pay for a salon haircut for my girls because I can trim their hair. But they've been bugging me that they wanted a professionally done hair, and that was part of her treat. And again, Bear Creek couldn't get us in, so we went somewhere else. It was really nice. And she straightened all of our hair. So, funny part about that is, you don't wash it. I had it colored, so I didn't wash my hair for like 2 days. And I went to church that Sunday, and I had a lady come up to me, and she's like, "You look so good with straight hair." Like, well, thank you. She goes, "I don't know why you do all that work to curl your hair because you look so nice without it." And I was like, Yeah, the curly hair is my normal hair. I had to put her at ease that she didn't offend me, but her jaw dropped. She's like, I am so sorry. She goes, my daughter pays to have the curls like your hair. I was like, no, that's just me. So it's frizzy, it's curly. It's limp right now just because it needs to be trimmed. So anyway, hopefully this Brazilian blowout is everything that it's supposed to be. Anyway, I'm looking forward to that. So I'll have a new natural look for about, I think it's the last 10 weeks or something. Let's get into some whips. You want to go first?
Yeah.
Whips, work in progress if you don't know that.
Okay, so not really the order I worked them on, but
You have a board down here.
Using this is Merry Christmas to All. I like some of these projects that I worked on this week or past weeks are Mania, so I very much picked it up from where I left off on Mania. Some of these I just haven't touched since then.
And here's the cover. This is the one, if you remember, that she adopted from her sister. But we ended up putting on new fabric anyway.
No, it's the same fabric.
Oh, is it? Oh, yeah.
Oops. But I'm really sad because this fabric on the picture is so pretty.
But of course I didn't buy it at the time because it was for little sister's very first project. And that's why it's one color, because Lauren was like, I'm not doing anything more than one color. And this had two, she said.
Yeah. This is 2 DMC colors, and then it's like a glisten gloss mixed with BB.
She would never have done that.
Yeah, so it's 3 colors, I would say. So, yep.
Oh yeah, one more thing. I'm a coffee aficionado. I'm trying a new McCafe. It's up here. This one's not the one I'm drinking. I'm drinking their regular because I got that when I was at my mom's. But yeah, when my New England's gone, I'm going to try the McCafe breakfast blend, and I have lots. So hopefully there's, I really like it. But yeah, you always see me with coffee. I mean, like, everybody in the world always sees me with coffee, not you guys.
Contigo's in our car. Contigo's.
So I don't take coffee into church, but my daughter makes it for me so I can drink it on the way to church. And then, like, it was a little chilly today, so it was so nice. The Contigo keeps it hot. So I had hot coffee on my way home from church. Loved it. All right, we're going to take turns. That's why she's sitting here patiently while I'm chatting away, because I forgot what we were doing. This is the one I got the least amount of projects. Progress. As a little side note, I have been getting back into my challenges. I guess I feel guilty because some of them is team related and I haven't been earning points for my team. So I have pushed myself back into them, but it's also given me an opportunity to get back into some of these projects and to swap them out. And again, my husband's saying, finish something. Not a ton of progress since you've seen it last, but I finished the words up here, so that's why I wanted to go ahead and show it, because I said if it didn't have a lot of progress, I wasn't going to show. And I did bring up my cover. I did bring up my cover so that you guys could see it. This is my Do Different by Long Dog. And I'll read it to you if you can't read it. It says, let not mercy and truth forsake thee, bind them about thy neck, write them on the tablet of your heart. Proverbs 3:3. So I'm kind of excited to be working more on that. Oh, I'll take that. It's your turn.
I guess I know I don't do it like everyone else that I see, and I don't work too fast on them, but I worked on my Hade. I got some more purple in.
Loving it.
Like with designing and just working on my Mania projects, I just feel like my Hade doesn't get attention, so I pulled it out.
And I'll insert a photo of that. She has on the long arm adapter in case somebody's wondering what that is.
Intention clips.
Intention clips. Those were from, I think, Annie's Attic down in Florida. Then we re-rolled it because the tension had really loosened. My mom had sewn that on. It's old scroll rods that my mom sewed her fabric onto it. So we just kind of we loosened it and re-rolled it.
So I only started it this year.
Yeah, that's not bad. We talked about Craft Addict K. I'm just gonna throw that as a side note in. We finally caught up on all of her videos. So I said, you now have to make a new one. She said she will. And she's not gonna be able to make it to more stitches with us this week, but we're gonna plan a trip in the spring. They're gonna go camping up near my parents, and then we'll have a stitchy day together. And that would be really fun. Stitching in the wild, which Colleen did a little bit, by the way. Carla, she was stitching on the way to see Senator Mastriano.
And
she rode with her dad.
I worked on Merry Christmas to All in the car.
Oh, that's haul. That's not really whip. All right, my next whip. Sleeping Beauty. So, I did a thing.
You have Sleeping Beauty with your Beauty and the Beast.
Beauty and the Beast. So, the lady in Florida, I already forgot her name. She had the person the tension from. She sewed these for me. I sent her my fabric. Annie's at it. So, this is my progress. And you can see I've actually gridded for the first time. I got Sulky Sliver and I gridded, and that took a long time. I started Thursday night into Friday afternoon because I kept messing up. But once you do it, it's definitely worth it. So I got a lot of this part done, all of this in here, and all of her hair. So I actually, as I was going through, I don't know if any of you remember, I found I had made a huge mistake, and it's down in here. So I thought I'd grid to find my mistakes. Well, I did find a little tiny mistake in the green, so that was nice, like right in here. So I pulled that out already. So that's my whole idea for gridding. And I only gridded what you see. So now when I unroll it, I'm gonna have to grid some more, but that's okay. And this is Mirabilia. Yes, it's what I've been using as mine.
As the board. Yeah, Mirabilia, to me, there's only a select few that I would do, and some that she's doing, like I would do the kiss. But like some say Nora Corbett, and some actually say Mirabilia on them. So that's kind of like, it looks like a different kind of style, like with the smaller fairies or some kind of thing.
Yeah, I don't think we're real crazy about the
fairies or mermaids.
Yeah, we don't do fairies and mermaids. And it's not that we have anything against them, but there's so many other pretty things out there. And there's only so much time. And you can see we have most of our time
out for us?
Yeah, planned out or stolen, or I don't know. What words would you like to use? Share your next.
Okay. This is for my grandmother. The center gingerbread, because I just like if I got some done one gingerbread, I would do it in the other two. So the center one is like, it has two, like the different color buttons.
Yeah, those are buttons.
And then the other two are the same. But she had this started, my grandmother, and it's done with, it's like almost everything it has to do with 3 threads, and I don't exactly like to. So this one's a little bit thicker, and then the other two are not. It's just like
Grammy won't know.
Right. So I got some work on that.
That's a Christmas gift.
Yep.
So that really has to get done.
Yeah, that I've been putting away. I mean, I worked a little on Goose Girl, but I said, oh, I have to stop on it because I have to really work on the gifts for my family.
So what I have been working on, I'm sorry, I know you can't see me, but you can hear me. I've been working on big stuff. And that's because of what my challenges have been asking for. So I am so pleased to be able to show you my stained glass. Oh my goodness. You have to move your head. Just move your head. So this is my Sleeping Beauty. Not Sleeping Beauty.
It's Snow White.
Snow White. This is the stained glass collection. Mandy Manzino is the artist. And Amanda Creatively Crafting is her company. Dion. Amanda Dion. Yeah, Amanda Dion is the designer. I do not have an actual pattern. It is on Pattern Keeper. But I can insert a picture of what it's going to look like, because you saw how wide Snow White is. Right next to her, I am going to put Cinderella. And right after her is going to be Sleeping Beauty. And then it's going to be Ariel. Although, no, Tinkerbell, because Tinkerbell came first.
She's doing the orders of like when the movies came out.
When the movies came out. I'm a fanatic about that. Not the order when they were released, because I like my Disney things in time order. I do.
Yeah. Okay. My turn?
Your turn.
Okay. So I got Goose Girl. I love the progress I got done with this. I got more of the bottom banner. I got her hair done. Like, that's completely done. I finished the house. And I got just a little bit more of the pink and the white going up. Just a little bit. And then there's a pink flower that I did.
Nice job. Anything else? Oh, you have... Oh, wait.
Or you have more.
This is finished. I didn't... Oh, yeah. I do have one more. Okay, so I actually wrote down my stitches so you guys would know. So in Sleeping Beauty over this past week, just this week, so 3 or 4 days, 1,247 stitches. In my stained glass, that I got 6,010 stitches in. So I counted 3,000 for my points, but 6,000, I was pretty happy about that. And then this is my Animal Almanac by the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. And I got 3,173 whopping stitches in this.
But what's your little story about it?
I don't know. I finished 8, and I did 9 and 10.
And little number 3? No?
Oh, yeah. So, you know, I've been putting this on Instagram a lot. I've had this on Facebook a lot because I'm pretty pleased with it. I love this pattern. I love the cutesiness of anything that the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery does. I don't do any Halloween patterns, so that's why you don't see me in any of those groups.
I don't Halloween either.
Yeah. So that's why. It's not that I don't like the patterns. I just don't do Halloween. So I was tickled pink, by the way, when this was not. Because that was the hardest thing when Leanne was born. Like with the Lizzie Kate, the months that I've been doing, October is almost always Halloween. And I guess she did 2 sets. The second set, it was fall. And I was so tickled because, I'm sorry, just like with Colleen, I'd rather have winter-themed things for December and not always Christmas. So it's not just Halloween.
That's why I do like snowflakes rather than like presents or trees.
Yes. Because, you know, we're celebrating her birth. We're not celebrating Christmas. Same thing with Leanne. We're celebrating Leanne. We're not celebrating Halloween. So anyway, the other day, we're just looking at this and admiring it because I do that all the time.
I think I was out in the kitchen and she was just like, hold up, what's wrong?
And I saw an open space here. I'm like, wow, that's just weird that they have this empty space here in the middle of nothing. And then I did a double take. I'm like, wait, my panda has only 1 ear.
It's only 1 year.
So I did put a few stitches up there. And I finished up my panda's ear. Because, you know.
Now that one is fully finished. It hasn't been since
June.
Yeah.
That's my June one.
Oh, and that's her birth month.
My birth month. That's why I rushed through it, probably.
Which I just realized, in our family, I'm the closest one to born to Jesus.
Oh, you're funny. All right. Now you can show this.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, because
I finished this 2 days ago, I guess. This is for my aunt. She's your sister-in-law. It's not like my aunt is her sister, but it sounds like people. But it's a rose. Like I pretty much named it because it's just a book and it doesn't have names or anything, so I just call it Rose Bantel. And it's pretty, and I didn't realize the back stitching was the stems of these roses that go on their sides. So
yeah.
In the same book, I have a tea time top for my other aunt.
Yeah. I apologize. You see my tongue going over there. I got new brackets put back. I'm in a little bit of pain. So Colleen has one more finish. So that was a finish. She has another finish, and that's going to take us into our haul because you have nothing else, right?
Yeah.
Oh, project.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, I didn't show. No. Yeah, I'm good.
Go ahead, show that.
Well,
she had a finish.
Yeah, pink roses. I finished. I'll show you in a second. And I am doing the yellow roses. This was a free pattern in some sort of book.
Came out of the middle of
a mania project, but this project completely got done without having to be serged. And I think I stitched it in hand.
Look at you. But the reason this was saved for last is because we had some haul. We went to Hobby Lobby and we got these frames. They used my 40% off coupon. So we got a pack of 4 frames for $6. That's not bad at all. And it's a perfect size to frame this. And then also her yellow rose will have the exact same frame as
and as they're called roses, but it's just one flower. Like
pink roses and yellow roses?
Like it says roses. Just like roses. But I'll open the pattern now so you can see. But it's called yellow roses, pink roses. And there's just one flower for each.
That's funny. So my little bit of I'm really happy about is I got the frame. I don't know when I'm framing. It takes so much time. You have to pick. Am I going to finish or am I going to stitch?
But
same thing with all my sewing projects because I did buy more fabric. So I think this was like the perfect frame.
So she was
For my unicorn.
like pretty much every project I feel like she's finished, she goes and tests to see if she wants it matted, like for them to do it for her, but she just bought it.
It was $90. They were gonna frame it with one mat, or it was a double mat.
I don't know why you do the double.
No, I think it was a single, just the frame without a mat. It was gonna be like $89, and I was all set to do it, but I just wasn't settled because that's a lot of money, and I know you guys know what you can spend that money on, and I was like, I know I can do this myself, and I sound cheap, I know, but when I do things on Ada, I don't feel like it's as special as the projects that I do on linen, and I have to get out of that mindset because that is absolutely not true. It's just that this is old white linen that's like Charles Craft that you can just buy anywhere. So I think that's why I feel. But I used my really expensive flosses on this, but I didn't pay for them. They were a gift when I model stitched. So again, you know, I don't know. It's like you don't want to put a whole lot of money into it. But I also think I do a pretty good job framing because I have framed several things before. So
I don't know, have you had to see her do it? Because I can't remember the one she did for like.
But I'm going to do it differently. I have to watch YouTube because I'm going to do the lacing method. I had only ever done the sticky board, but I've cut my own. I've cut my own mat.
Found the frame for this finally, and like we were looking at super tiny ones would be like a 4x4, but like this has a huge mat in it, so that's why the frame's almost like an 8x8,
Something like that. 6x6.
So
Put it. She already put it inside just to see.
and the gold
It's a
it goes
perfect
with
fit.
it. But yeah, the smaller ones we were looking at, they were just small enough to just like sit on a desk or something, so they didn't have a wall hanging thing for it.
And I want to hang this in the kitchen.
Because I go right above my, I would say mine, but I pretty much use it only, like an electric kettle for my.
Oh, the kettle. And we found some ornaments for our orts. I forget what it stands for, but your leftover
retired thread.
old retired thread. So these are flat. Let me see, I got this out. So we'll use 2 of them this year. I don't know if we want to use the same shape next year or not.
We get to use, oh, I got dirty.
My sister has something similar to a cricket. It's called a silhouette. And we bought vinyl. It came yesterday. And we're going to put 2020. Nope, they're glass. Clear glass.
Ow.
2020 Colleen and 2020 Mom. And we put our orts in. We're just trying to figure out, like, are we ending our year December 24th? Or are we just not going to put it on the tree until December 31st?
I mean, because people do leave their trees out past the new year.
Oh, you know we do. So, if anybody has seen this online, I talked my husband into buying this for me. I'm getting the kit. I went on at 1 o'clock on Friday for the wreath sample, stitch along from Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. They only gave you a sneak peek, and I know that's in here, so let me find that for you.
And she found it like the day before. She was like, "Do you like this? Like, does this look?"
He said no.
No,
I
you're
thought
asking me.
I thought there was more of a picture here, but I guess not. You can go online. I'll put a link to it. Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. It's their stitch along. But I went on 1 o'clock because that's when it was being released. By 1:05, I had completed my purchase. It took a little bit because I went into the Ada kit, had to go back out to get into the linen kit. And when you know, I went back on at 3 o'clock and the linen kit was gone. They did still have needle minders though, which again, I don't think I see a needle minder in these pages. But the needle minder is so cute. It's their 2 mascots. But I love it, and you know.
What makes it
have to have it.
Frosted Pumpkin?
That's their name. Maybe because they do Christmas and Halloween. Frosted Pumpkin.
Oh, okay.
So we had talked about the fact that we were going to get some Ada at like a wholesale price. So that came. And this looks a little odd because now, I guess I never thought about it, but when it came, there was definitely a musty smell. This is from Rita's something. So she was really nice, really helpful. She got it out quick, and we got, I think I got 1 or 2 yards of this blue. Do you remember the project? She surprised me right here and said, "Oh, I can't start Lauren's birthday gift until you get me new fabric."
Yeah.
Oops. So she's going to use that once I cut this. So this is just blue Ada. This might be 14 count. I can't remember. Most of what I got was 18 count.
Well, it looks like 18 maybe.
Huge 1 or 2 yard piece. So I have to cut that and serge that for her. My husband said he's going to dye some fabric for me because I don't like beige cream colored Ada. So I bought 3 yards, not really realizing that's 9 feet. But he's going to dye it all different colors and stuff, things that I can use. I'm going to try to get like a light modeling to it. But I don't know. I'm scared.
Insert a picture because I take a picture, but of how long it is.
Yeah, it's huge. Like, it's huge. It goes on forever.
But it's more, it has like way more a rectangle.
Oh yeah.
Than
it's only like 36 inches across. I think it's 1 yard across. But we, I'm afraid to make a mistake with my dyeing. So I asked him to do it because if it turns out bad, I'm like, well, he tried it for me. I won't be mad at him because he was doing it for me to the best that he could.
Because he sometimes does stuff and he says, because it'll make mommy happy. By doing this, like mowing the lawn, putting away his clothing.
Yeah, everything he does, he thinks is going to make me happy. I'm like, you're weird, but that's okay. I love him. Yeah, he mows the yard for me. I could care less.
She says it's more for the dogs.
This is definitely 18 count. So I got one of, this is oatmeal, and it's got a little bit of flex in it. And I only got 1 yard of that, I think. Maybe 2. I don't know. Everything was $4 a yard. And I spent like 30. So I think I got 8 yards all told. And then I got this khaki one. This one I will not dye. But he can do the oatmeal. Unless Colleen finds a project for it. But I got the khaki color because I do use this pretty much. I really like this tan color. It's so funny because I am not a brown person. I like blacks. I think I look good in black. It's slimming. And when I look at things, like ever since I was a little girl, like black with bright colored flowers, I love it. I'm just drawn to it. But I think I just like how khaki, and it's even in my animal almanac. Now this is the called for color. But it's just yeah, I'll show you the back, it doesn't matter. Just something about it, it's so neutral, and it just makes every color pop and look good on it. So I think, to be honest, that's why I like those colors. And then as just a generous little thing, which Colleen can use to make her little models, we just got thrown in some little remnants, which is great. That's definitely 18 count. This looks like 14 count. I don't know if this is off of our piece or not, but just some little scraps that Rita included. And a little note that said, thanks, Rita. So that was really, really kind of her. So we went to Joann Fabric last week. I had a 40% off your entire purchase. So I'm a little on the sneaky side. No, I am an extreme planner and I am a bargain shopper. So I knew that their floss was on sale through Sunday. And then it was on Doorbuster, which you can't use your coupons on. But I knew my coupon was good Sunday and Monday. So I took my chances that on Monday the sale would be over. And I was pleasantly surprised. It was. So we went and I got close to 200 skeins, probably. Unfortunately, I went ahead and put them in the places. These are things that I was missing from Mania. I had a whole list of, I kept my list from Mania of all the threads I still needed and didn't buy back then. So we just went through and anything they had, we got and crossed them out as we went. And I already went ahead and put them in the right places. So I don't have a pile of skeins of DMC, which, you know what, you guys have seen them anyway. So it's not.
You probably have your own.
That's right. So it's probably nothing special. But the reason I went to this particular Joann's is the fact that I saw online they had sulky sliver. And you saw I gridded with black. That's the reason. It's the only sulky sliver they had. Everybody recommends that you get red, which I know why. Even though my project is really light color, it's still kind of tough on the eyes to see this. But that's my sulky sliver. And the reason people use this, you're not going to see one thread. It is a flat thread. It's plastic feeling, and some people will use fishing line instead of this, which is fine, but I wanted to try the silky sliver. And they had this, it's called Hollow Shimmer, and it feels the same. So I'm trying to decide if maybe I want to try it on a small project to see if it works. Otherwise, I can always take it back. I don't know. I did order Sulky Sliver in red from Amazon, and that should be here today. But I haven't gotten my shipping notice. The last of our haul. So I have a confession to make here. It's so funny because the very first person I watched on Flosstube, she's like, oh, every time I watched her, she was opening package after package. I'm like, she is spending so much on supplies. She's not using any of it right now. Like, where is she getting all this money? And like, I was so jealous, to be honest. Like, I just really wanted to buy everything she was buying, and I was feeling guilty. But now that we have our own Flosstube, something I feel is like, we want to have things to show you. So totally feel guilty for feeling jealous of her. But I am very cautious. I do go for the deals as best as I can. This last purchase is one that was still back from April. This is from my chatelaine before Easter. This was from before Easter that we ordered. But the kind ladies at Fireside Stitchery, yes, I got that right, they sent me all of my stuff as it came in. And it was really nice. So this is the last of what I needed for my chatelaine. I think there's still some silks I'm going to have to substitute because they're no longer made. But I'm still waiting till we get more stitches because you never know. She doesn't put her stuff online. She just may have a whole bunch of stuff just sitting there. That's my hope and prayer.
Yeah, but I feel like she might have like a smaller inventory now. People are just because she's closing.
Yes. But you'll see me showing a whole bunch of stuff from Canada that I'm going to be getting soon. She was ready to ship it, and she called me. She's like, I don't have the needles you ordered, but I have other needles. Would you like me to substitute them? And I said, sure. But I said, when are you sending it? And she goes, I'll send it out tomorrow. And till it would be here would be the day of my daughter's birthday, and we're traveling on that day. So I said, can you wait until next week to send it? Nikki from Charting Creations. She is awesome, by the way. I've talked to her twice now. So if you ever need something, I know it sounds crazy, but her shipping is like $15. But everything costs less, so it's so worth it. But anyway, she has called me about fabric before, and now she called me over this. And she's just really kind. She's really nice, really friendly, and she calls you instead of emailing back and forth, and I really appreciate that. But I can do layaway with her, and I can also use PayPal, and I get paid for some of my piano lessons through PayPal, and I do not consider that spending money, or it doesn't go to bills, just the PayPal. And I let it build up for several months. So yeah, I'm getting quite an order from Nikki. But this is all from my piano lesson money that I had just kind of like what the old days they called it pin money that they had set aside. So this was just money sitting there, and I knew what I wanted with it. So yeah, that's where this is coming from. And then the haul will probably go pretty flat. Although in November, if I can get in for a certain, I think it's Picture This Plus, that's when it opens up for their Fabric of the Month. My husband had for Mother's Day offered to buy me a subscription, and I don't know if you remember me talking about that, but yeah, so when that opens up, I am doing that. That's pretty much it. I mean, we are traveling this week. I'm gonna get her up early on her birthday, take her to Java Joint. That's a local coffee shop. Leanne wanted treats for her birthday. So we're gonna go for coffee and scones. We're gonna take our trip up there. My mom told me about a little, it's near my mom's house. There's a little restaurant that serves pancakes or donuts with sausage gravy over them. So I'm going to take her there for breakfast. But that's after we stop at Hebrews to meet my mom.
Which is another coffee shop.
Another coffee shop. But that way we can have coffee with my mom and my sister. And if I'm going to give my mom my credit card because she's going to pick up a cake right there in the same little town. And then that way I don't have to secretly get a cake up there. And then, yeah, we'll take her there. Then we're going to do our haircuts. Then we're just going to hang out in town a little bit. Oh, and my mom's bringing my popcorn bucket because I can get a huge bucket of popcorn refilled at their little candy shop. But that's going to be all her popcorn.
Like where they live, they say it's like the town's just so small, but we love just there's a ton of things we like because it's not
It's
at our
eclectic.
place.
And then after the popcorn place, it's a candy shop with chocolates. So I'll let her pick a few of her favorite chocolates. You know, you can buy them individually. And then I'm taking her into, there's a little tea shop. You can get loose tea. So I'll buy her whatever loose tea that she's planning. So if you can't tell, the theme of my kids' 16th birthdays is something special to them. It's not all about gifts, because we do gifts every other year. My son's 16th birthday, his gift was going to see a Philadelphia Eagles game versus Miami Dolphins. Yeah, because my son is an Eagles fan, my husband is a Dolphins fan. So it's a combined birthday gift for the two of them, because one's birthday is in May and one in June. So it's an event. We had planned for Leanne, so this is kind of thrown together. I was taking her to see Wicked on Broadway, and then we were going to go to the Starbucks there at Times Square, stay overnight in a hotel, and we just had all these plans where we were going to lunch at Gallagher's, and then COVID hit. I got refunded my tickets. They opened it back up in the summer, bought the tickets again, and then they decided to cancel everything till 2021. So needless to say, I had to come up with a new idea. So yeah, we're going to go to the tea place. Hopefully that'll hold us off till dinner. My dad gets sick with certain food and won't go anywhere that you need a mask. So he is going to grill steaks, because that's what she wanted. And we're just going to have all her favorite side dishes. And then she's going to have a little bit of surprise party. Her one friend, because it's out my parents' way, 3 hours away. They don't really play with people up there because they're too old for that now. But there's one girl that they've always spent time with every time we go. And she's going to come over and have cake with her, do her presents. And my sister got them a Hunger Games escape room. So I'm anxious to see. I've never done one before. And I'm talking quiet because I'm afraid she's going to listen. But I'll let you know how all that goes when we come back. They're going to stencil some t-shirts. So I guess you could call that haul, but it's not for cross stitch. But anyway, that is our plans. And then we'll be coming back Sunday or Monday. Just depends. My husband's going to surprise her and come up. He still has to work, but he's going to come up for her party.
So he won't travel with us?
He's traveling with you.
Oh, okay.
He's going to be the one to bring you guys up. So that I'll have to make plans to rearrange. But any other things that we have coming up?
I mean, not coming up, but this thing.
What is that thing?
My wish list.
Oh, so yes, I have down here. You know, when we first started, Colleen was a monogamous stitcher, and Mania definitely turned her into a not monogamous stitcher. But watching Flosstube has been a little bit of an inspiration.
I would say inspiration, but that's how I got a lot of stitching done.
Oh, I meant to want other things.
Oh.
So like I said, we've been watching Carla with Craft Addict K, and we watched Sunshine Stitchers, I'm sorry. And we just watched another mother-daughter. And so Colleen said maybe she should branch out into some other designers. And I don't know if you all remember me saying back before Mania, I wanted to try something from Ink Circles, which I did find something. I just didn't order it. So she made herself a little wish list.
Yeah.
So make yourself a Christmas list.
Yes, this is my cross-stitch Christmas list. The only thing on my actual Christmas list is I want to get a King James Bible.
Yeah.
King James Version. But I went to Ink Circles, and they only have 3. They're like smaller patterns, and I think they have like beads or special threads in them. But one's called Here Comes Treble, as in like treble clef. First base. There's the base clef. They're so tiny and cute. Not cute, but just like really pretty. Cute. And they look like they have flowers. Like it's called Alto Together now. So it's like the alto tenor clef.
No, alto
clef. And it has like some sort of flower coming out of it. But yeah, so I've been designing, but that was just one day. But I want to do my own. So
she's gonna get this for Christmas to make
for her.
Yeah. You spend a lot of time in the same room.
Yeah.
And then she's gonna try her hand at Long Dog.
If I get these, this is a lot. And I gotta get the flowers and stuff. But yeah, like she goes like, oh, there's this and this and this on like the one designer that she likes things. Like all these, I could only find one thing I liked. So Long Dog Sampler, all I liked was Mott's Dielmore.
Lots of love.
Yeah, lots of love. Yeah, that's the only one I liked out of like how many that they have.
There's another Mirabilia you want.
Yes.
Ah.
I've not seen it anywhere. It's pretty.
Miss Cherry Blossom.
She has a fan and like the ornaments and her hair. Like the beads are pretty. They're like long beads. I just do beads. Like since I did, it was just one sort of bead that I did. I mean, it was like 3 different colors, but they were just Millhill circular beads. And then I have a Rosewood Manor, and
like my summer Quaker.
Like how I guess like I've been watching them like when they talk about their motifs that they've done. Like they are pretty. So and you can feel like you've got something accomplished if you finish a motif. So Winter Quaker, and I don't know, is it done with blue fabric? But it's like snowflakes, I think. So it's me.
It spoke to her.
Yeah, that's what I'll say. These are the ones that spoke to me.
And that's one of the things, you know, I've said this 1,000 times. I'm not into primitive that much. I don't even love the Quaker themes all that much. I love when you guys do it, don't get me wrong, but I don't feel like it's me. I'm so much more the fancy lady. And, you know, the Mirabilia is just totally me. If you would have seen my bedroom as a kid, I don't know if anyone remembers home interiors. I had these tall ladies. I have 2 of them sitting above my bed in my bedroom right now. But they're just fancy ladies. One has a fan and one has a mirror. And I love them. And my grandma and my aunts would get me a new one every single year. Most of them got broken, which is why I don't have them anymore. The box got smashed. So my 2 favorite though were not in that box. And they were also my first 2. So I still have them. So fancy ladies has always been my theme. I think that's why, in brides, that's why I bought so much Paula Vaughn way back when she was popular. But that's back when, you know, everybody just did designs out of magazines or books. They had like the Donna Kohler books and stuff like that. So, you know, we're talking before Mirabilia's time, or before the time of the LNS that was on the corner. I know there were local needlework shops, but like where I lived, there wasn't. You had to get your stuff at Hex or Kmart or I don't even think there was an AC Moore where I lived.
And where she lived was in Ephrata.
Oh, that was West Virginia.
West Virginia. Oh, that's right.
In Ephrata, that's when we had Kmart and AC Moore came in, and then Michael's eventually. So that's when we started being able to go places like that. So yeah, and Mirabilias are gorgeous, but they're only like at LNS's or online now. You can't buy these at Hobby Lobby, which is okay, but
pretty much
makes it limited for some people.
I would say they have dimensions. There's one at Hobby Lobby, a kit that I did like, but yeah, they have the kits. And what else do they have?
Oh, what else might be on her wish list would be a Kindle.
She
a small
keeps
Kindle.
Saying that. I actually don't want it. Like, I'm okay with my paper pattern.
She does like her paper pattern. But if she did that, then some of her stuff, I could get her digitally.
Yeah.
Because that's what I was about to say, is what's cool about the time we are living in right now is the digital patterns. And yes, I would show this like lots because I love it. Now here's the biggest problem with this. You can still buy it. And I think they might have the fabric available, just not the kit. The problem is it doesn't start until November, and the date is on here. November 20th is when the first pattern's going to come out. So I'm going to be whining probably until November 20th.
Whining until then, but then she'll be like, the date's here, I gotta start it. But then we'll be doing Thanksgiving preparations.
Side note, this might end up being our last Flosstube for a little while, unless Colleen just hops on to give you some progress. My mouth, you noticed, is really messed up. My smile is really funny. My orthodontist was able to get both my arches correct. He has my teeth all in the right place. Problem is, he took molds on my mouth and he went to put them together, and my jaw won't swing in the right place. And not just that, it's like it's 2 different people's mouths. Because I had such crowding and it wasn't taken care of as a kid, and my jaw grew funny. But there's a surgeon who's willing to do a 2-step process to fix my mouth. And I go see him in a week and a half. So I probably won't be.
Like, so that's your consultation. And then how far?
I don't know how soon he can do it. But that just depends on how
Either
I'll be stitching or not. Or on Flosstube
she'll
or
be
not.
sad, like from the pain. Because that happens. She just goes, it's so painful. So either she'll be sleeping or she'll just stitch a lot.
Yeah, I'm hoping if I'm hopped up on pain pills, I won't make a lot of mistakes. Maybe I should start gritting.
Yeah, you should start reading.
Yeah, because I have a feeling I'm going to make a lot of mistakes. But anyway, I don't know if I'll be back to teaching. I really don't know what my life is going to be like. So if you're a praying person, please pray for me. Because I don't handle pain well at all. I mean, I do. I tolerate a lot of pain. My husband doesn't realize how much pain I actually tolerate. Well, like I'm in extreme pain in my mouth, but you know, you learn to live with it. But anyway, and I try not to take too many pills because I'm already on pills for other different diseases that I have. So anyway, I'm actually looking forward to it because, you know, I want to have the great smile that she has. No braces. And my other 2 kids are about to get their braces off. Their next visit is going to be talking about their date. Oh, by the way, I thought today, because my husband is at work, would have been an awesome day to just do this live. And then I wouldn't have to upload it. And I thought, how fun would it be if some of my viewers were able to chat with us while we were recording. However, I hit the go live button and it said I needed 1,000 subscribers.
Oh, wow.
So if you have any friends who you think might enjoy watching us, they can fast forward through us if all they want to see is our project. But tell them to subscribe, because the more subscribers we get, the more
the closer we can get to go live.
Yeah, we can go live. But they push us up like that. More people can. It will be popped up like as an automatic watch.
We can do more giveaways so more people subscribe.
I'm seeing if it's right here. Is that this one right here? Nope. Remember, I have a Teresa Wensler that when we hit 1,000 viewers, I'm giving away. Subscribers. Thank you. I don't know the lingo. But my husband's like, you need a small goal too. So I am in the process of making a grime guard. And that will be, it'll be an 11 by 11 grime guard. That will be a free gift to somebody when we hit 300 subscribers. So we'll give little things here and there along our way. I still have that bumblebee pattern. Nobody asked for it. So it's probably just gonna be a gift to somebody. Anything else we need to discuss?
I don't think so.
I think you were gonna do our outtake or outro. She's gonna say goodbye for us.
Okay, so thank you for watching. I hope you had a good time, because we did.
Yeah.
Please like this,
subscribe, hit the bell.
Share others, press the bell for notifications, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.